Ground screw foundations. So I'm going to take you through some first person footage of the installation in a second, but whilst the time lapse going, here's 5 key facts. Ground screws can be installed up to 70% faster than concrete foundations. They're designed to support heavy loads, and some ground screws can support up to 6,000 kilos per screw. Ground screws work in 95% of soil types. Switching to ground screws instead of concrete can cut carbon emissions by up to 80%, and ground screw foundations can last over 75 years. Okay, so now I'll walk you through the installation. So they marked out the area and then they fixed these 4 pegs into the corners. Then they went along and placed these steel plates effectively where the screws are going to be fixed into. Then once all of those were measured out, they spray painted the center of those with this red spray paint so that they knew where to screw the screws into. Then they did a double check just to make sure that everything was in the right area, right space. Then they used this device to effectively just make some pilot holes ready for the screws to go in. And then they placed the screws in all of the different holes, and then they used this laser machine to make sure that everything was level. And then this machine is what they used to screw them in. And as you can see, it's not overly rapid. They did have a second machine which was quicker, and then it got there. And then effectively, once it's all in, you have these plates and you've got the ability to unscrew the metal plate. And then you've got this extra hole, which if you place the screw into that, you've got a circumference that you can kind of adapt if you need to slightly move the plates so that the frame sits on it well. The whole process was really easy. It took them probably 3 or 4 hours from starting to finishing. So I definitely recommend. They're really useful if you've got uneven land, because then you don't have to excavate and create a flat surface to get that concrete base onto. So I hope the video was useful. Let me know if you've got any questions in the comments. See you later, cuz.